If you're a free-to-play player, you can expect to earn around 50 million diamonds to 500 million diamonds per day, depending on what kind of pets you're using. And then if you're a pay-to-win player, you can easily expect to make over 700 million diamonds per day. Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another Pet Sim 99 video. Today I'm going to be showing you quite possibly the best diamond method by far in Pet Sim 99 right now, and I'll be showing you how you as a free-to-play or pay-to-win player can easily make from 50 million diamonds per day to over 700 million diamonds per day. Now, before I get into the video, only around 17% of the people who watch my videos are subscribed, so if you want us to reach our giveaway milestones as fast as possible, or you just want to support the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. And don't forget that once we reach 35,000 subscribers, I'll be hosting another massive 50 plus huge pet giveaway on Pet Sim 99. But until then, I'll continue to give away at least 10 huge pets every single video, and if you want a chance to win one of these huge pets, all the giveaway information will be in the description. Okay, so as you guys definitely know by now, the mining event came out this week and it was actually pretty good for making diamonds the first few days and getting huge pets. You probably saw my video a couple of days ago where I was making easily hundreds of millions of diamonds per day just from farming this event. But unfortunately, since all of the Titanics and Gargantuans have now been crafted, the value of the ores have plummeted to the point where farming this event for the ores is just not really viable if you're trying to make tons of diamonds. Now, with that being said, if you saw my last video talking about that huge pet in this egg, this huge pet is still incredibly easy to get. And honestly, for those who are trying to get their first huge pet, I would still definitely recommend farming this event and opening this egg until you get this huge pet. And you should easily be able to get at least one, probably multiple before the event ends. But today I'm not going to be talking about the mining event. Instead, believe it or not, I'm going to be talking about the raid for a Titanic event. Now, this was last week's event, and the only reason it is still here is because it was a part of the Roblox Mega Hunt event. So they had to keep it in the game, and they just moved it to the side over here. Now, most of you are probably familiar with this event, but if you don't know anything about it, go check out my tips and tricks video to get the overall gist of what you're supposed to be doing and hopefully earn yourself a few raid tiers. But basically, you can actually earn tons of diamonds just from farming the auto raid function in this event, and that is because once you complete a raid, you earn yourself hundreds of thousands of diamonds each time. Now, this is going to be the main method of how you actually get diamonds from farming this event, but there are a few things you can do to not only increase the amount of diamonds you're getting every time you do a raid, but also speed up the amount of raids that you are doing. Now, the most important thing is that you want to make sure you have your raid level up to at least a few thousand, and that is not only for the upgrades, but also you don't even earn any diamonds from doing this until you reach a somewhat high raid level. Now, if you watch my previous videos, you can reach a couple thousand raid levels in just a few hours from auto rating, so go check that out if you haven't already. But if you're watching this video, you probably already played the last event, so you've already reached a few thousand raid levels and you're ready to go. Now, once you've reached a few thousand raid levels, preferably over 10,000 if possible, the next biggest thing that you want to do is make sure you have some upgrades. Now, the only upgrades you want to spend your tokens on are for the raid pets, the raid damage, the raid attack speed, as well as you want to make sure you get the better loot upgrade maxed out first. This is the most important thing that you want to do because it'll increase the amount of diamonds that you're earning by 150%. So you want to make sure you max this out and then spend the rest on the raid pets, raid damage, raid attack speed. And then if you have any left over, like I think this is probably fine once you get around 3/4 of the way through these upgrades, then you can definitely put some into the better huge luck and better Titanic luck, because as you're farming, you will be opening the huge and Titanic chests. So there is a pretty good chance that you'll get at least one huge from AFKing for the next day or so. But now that that is done, the last thing you want to make sure is that you get your hands on a decent raid stat pet. Now, the best thing I would recommend to get is the Rainbow Lucky Angelus. There are 41,000 that exist right now, so they're pretty cheap to buy from the trading plaza. And if you can't afford a team of full huge pets, then get a team of full Lucky Angeluses. Now, I will be testing out different pet loadouts when I actually AFK in a little bit to show you how profitable this is. But you'll see that using pets is actually pretty important. So if you really can, definitely try to get a few exclusive pets. Low tier exclusive pets are actually really good. And if you are incredibly free to play and you cannot afford any exclusive pets, then make sure you're using at least a full team of stat pets from the raid event. If you are a free to play player and you've been playing at least for the last few events, you should by now have already built up quite a bit of value to be able to afford at least a few low tier exclusive pets. But now that you have your pets and your upgrades, the very last thing that you want to do is make sure you have a decent enchant loadout. Now, whether you're free to play or pay to win, make sure you have at least 2 2 strong pet 10s and 2 critical 10s, or at least 3 strong pet 9s and 3 critical 9s if you cannot afford the strong pet and critical 10s. Now, as a free-to-play player, you can also definitely include a happy pet and then a fruity enchant. Now, if you are a pay-to-win player and can get your hands on a few of the chestbreaker enchants, you're going to want to replace the fruity enchant with a chestbreaker here. And then obviously, if you're pay-to-win, you definitely have the premium enchant slots, so you want to fill up the rest of the premium enchant slots with more chestbreakers. Now, this is what the pay-to-win loadout is going to look like, and this is what the free-to-play enchant loadout is going to look like. Now, you may be wondering about diamond enchants. Diamond enchants do not affect the amount of diamonds that you're getting, so this is what I found to be the best loadout to use to get through the raids as fast as possible, because what you're basically looking for to get to the final chest room to get the diamonds from that and clear raids as fast as possible, so that you're ultimately getting to the chest room as many times as you possibly can. So now that you know exactly everything you should be using and doing inside the raid event, I'm going to quickly go over how you're actually going to be AFKing it. So once you have your pets, your enchants, your upgrades all ready, you're basically just going to be using the auto raid function. So you're going to want to start up a raid and enter it. And then once you're in the raid, there is a little button on the left hand side here called auto raid. And once you click it, it'll start going through the raids for you. Now, I have heard some players having issues with like disconnecting and stuff. And honestly, I haven't really ran into it. But if you are going to be AFKing, make sure you have some kind of auto clicker ready so that it's constantly clicking on your screen so that you do not disconnect from inactivity. If you do not have an auto clicker or a macro clicking on your screen, you will disconnect after 20 minutes and you will not be able to AFK for a full day. Now, this auto clicker will be linked in the description, and if you're going to be using multiple accounts like I do, you are instead going to want to use a macro to click on multiple places at once. So this macro called Tiny Task will also be linked in the description. Okay, and with all of that out of the way, I'm going to be testing out the auto raid to see how many diamonds I make with 3 different accounts. One of my accounts is going to be completely pay to win. It's going to have a full team of huge pets, a pay to win enchant loadout, etc. The other 2 accounts are going to be free to play, but one of them will be using a full team of stat pets, and the other one will be using a full team of low tier exclusive pets, so that you can see just how big the difference is between low tier exclusive pets and regular stat pets. Now, before I get into my accounts and the AFKing, I do want to quickly check my mailbox. If you want to donate to me using the mailbox, my username is loopedmuffin_RBX. I appreciate all the mail that you guys send me, but I only shout out anything over 5 million diamonds in wrap or any exclusive pets just to save time in the videos. So thank you so much, Slabby TVYT, for the huge lunar moth. Thank you so much. And thank you, Ins1920, for the huge icy phoenix. As well as thank you, Ins1920, for the hippo melon. Thank you for both of those. Thank you so much. And then thank you, Axel, for the black hole axolotl. And thank you so much, Zad Eater, for the huge mining penguin. Thank you. And thank you, Destrucos, for the hypnotic cat and the jelly axolotl and the Valentine's Dominus, as well as the 20 million diamonds. Thank you so much. That is so generous of you. And then also thank you very much, Yo Yo You Know, for the huge bison. Thank you very much. And then also thank you, Last in Reminiscence, for the huge clover peacock. Thank you. And thank you, D9, for the huge mining raccoon, as well as thank you, Clutchmaster, for the cat hoverboard. And lastly, thank you, W Rear, for the huge hunter book. And then thank you everyone else who sent me mail. You guys are so incredibly generous, and all of the pets and value that you send me goes straight back into giveaways for you guys. So thank you so much. Okay, so I went ahead and got my 3 accounts on here. So the bottom account here is going to be a free-to-play account that is using completely free-to-play stuff. So instead of using any exclusive pets, it's going to be using stat pets that you can buy for pretty cheap. And then the loadout is obviously very free-to-play, only 2 strong pets, 2 criticals, and then a happy pet. And then the top right here is going to be the free-to-play account, but it's going to be using a team of low-tier exclusive pets. So you can see just how good these low-tier exclusive pets are compared to using stat pets, as well as a free-to-play loadout, 2 strong pet 10s, a fruity, and a happy pets. And then obviously the last account, which is going to be my main one on the top left, is using a decked out loadout. So basically all huge pets, most of them are rainbow, a very pay to win loadout. So it's using the 2 criticals, 2 strong pets, a happy pets, and 4 chest breakers. So yeah, now that I got all the accounts in here and they are pretty much ready to go, I'm going to quickly trade over all their diamonds and then we're going to start AFKing. Okay, so it has been an hour and let's go over how much profit I managed to make. So on the completely free to play account, which was using a full team of just stat pets, no exclusive pets, and a free to play loadout, I made only 2 million diamonds in an hour. So that means in 24 hours, you can expect to make around 48 million diamonds, which is honestly still quite a bit and is worth 2 low tier huges for just a day of AFKing, meaning even as a free to play player, you can easily get not only your first huge pet, but your first 2 huge pets before this event ends if you AFK it. Now, more importantly, I want to talk about the other 2 accounts. So on the free to play account that was using a full team of exclusive pets, as you can see, it earned a lot more diamonds. So in 1 hour of grinding that event alone, it earned 23.3 million diamonds. So I hope this shows you just how important using a team of low tier exclusives can be. 23.3 million diamonds an hour equals a whopping 559 million diamonds per day from AFKing this event as a free to play player using a free to play enchant loadout and then just some low tier exclusives. Now, arguably it could be pay to win, but in my opinion, low tier exclusives are pretty cheap even for free to play players who have been playing this game for a while. Obviously, if you just started playing this game, then you might not be able to afford it, but if you've been playing for multiple events, by now you should have enough value to get at least a few low tier exclusives. And then for the complete pay to win account, now this account managed to earn a whopping 30.2 million diamonds in just 1 hour of AFKing the event. Now obviously it was completely pay to win, was using a full team of huge pets as well as 4 chest breakers, and with earning 30 million diamonds in 1 hour, you can expect to make 724 million diamonds per day just from AFKing this raid event, which is absolutely insane. Now that does not even include the chances of hatching a huge pet or Titanic that you get while you're farming. Surprisingly, while I was farming on one of my accounts, I did manage to hatch the huge emerald owl, which is actually not that hard to hatch. So yeah, if you're going to be AFKing this event, you can also expect to get probably a couple of huges before this event ends as well, which is pretty insane. But all in all, if you're a free-to-play player, you can expect to earn around 50 million diamonds to 500 million diamonds per day, depending on what kind of pets you're using. Now, obviously, the better pets, the more you're going to make. And then if you're a pay-to-win player, you can easily expect to make over 700 million diamonds per day just from AFKing this event. Now, if you enjoyed this video or found it useful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to want to reach 35,000 subscribers. I'll be hosting another massive 50+ huge pet giveaway on Pet Sim 99. But with that being said, I hope you all have an amazing day and good luck raiding. Congratulations to this user for being the first person to comment on my last Pet Sim 99 video with their Roblox username. You have won yourself a free huge pet. I do this kind of giveaways every single video, so if you want a chance to be the first commenter and win yourself a free huge pet, make sure to turn on post notifications to be notified when I upload. It's time to roll the winners of the giveaway for my last Pet Sim 99 video. Since this video did reach the first like goal of 500 likes, I will be adding an extra 5 huge pets to the giveaway for a total of 15 huge pets. As always, usernames of all the winners will be shown on screen at the end of this time lapse. Congratulations to all of the winners.